Hi everyone, Dr. Emily Letran here, speaker and high performance coach, and I have just finished my last patient for the year 2019. I hope everybody is making plans to celebrate the new year tonight, whether you're celebrating with friends or maybe you're going to be celebrating with friends tomorrow, family, your loved ones. I hope that everybody have had a great year. You know, for me, it's been a of growth. And I really, really want to say thank you to everyone who have crossed my path, people who have been with me through my journey, my mentors, my coaches, my friends, my sponsors to different events, because without them, I would not have been able to grow so much. Just to share that I've done for 2019, I have had the opportunity to speak internationally to dentists, which are my core profession. I spoke in Australia, I spoke in Canada, I spoke in in Florida, and then going on a trip to the Bahamas, having had a chance to interact with a lot of international dental professionals. And then even this morning, I was doing a podcast with a young lady who, according to her, she's been following me, and she wanted me to join her doing a summit where she's advising other young women to get shift done, right? And you know, whenever that happens, whenever people start reaching out and asking for my collaboration, my opinion, to do things together, that, according to my mentor Sharon Lecter, that is a sign where you become an expert. And I'm truly, truly humbled by that. And I think I couldn't become an expert without doing a lot of the work. And by doing a lot of the work, I mean doing a lot of the work with help and collaboration from other experts and other business owners. And I hope that you have had the same success in 2019, that you have grown. And just take a moment, maybe this afternoon before you go to all the parties, and just write down a couple of things that you have accomplished. Sometimes it's not, you know, it may not even have to do with business. My got accepted to UCLA Dental School, and I'm going to take all the credit. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not going to take all the credit, but I'm going to take some credit in pushing her a little bit, in guiding her to go into a beautiful profession, in keeping an eye on her, making sure that she's on top of applications, going to interviews with her. I mean, it could be something that has to do with your kids. My son is applying to college, the youngest one, the baby, and he got a scholarship to go to Tulane University. Doesn't mean he's going to go there, because in March there's going to be a bunch of other offers, I believe. But for me, I would take Brian that too, and I would take that as an achievement in being a mom, right? Being a little mentor to my little kids. So when you write down your accomplishment, think of the lives that you actually know you touch, whether it's in your profession or maybe it's in your family, and then there are lives that you don't even know you have touched. I shared this with one of my friends when I went to Australia to speak. I actually spoke twice. One was my Action to Win event, which was a very small, intimate group in Sydney. And then I went to the Gold Coast to speak at a conference. And when I went back to the United States, I got this message on LinkedIn from somebody who worked at the office that where I had the conference. And she said, you know what? I just want to let you know that, and they're a brokerage firm. So they said, there's a dentist who came in, and she said, you know what? I'm ready to buy my practice. And she specifically told this lady that, you know, I've been thinking about buying my practice, but until I heard Dr. Emily speaking, I had the courage to do that. And imagine, I don't even know who this doctor is, and I haven't even met the person who sent me the message on LinkedIn, but I know I touched a life. I know I made a difference. And 2019, my word for 2019 was impact. And I felt that I have created some impact. And I want you to write down your achievements and to think of how much impact that you have had. doesn't mean to be financial. It doesn't have to be number. It's not how many likes you have. It's not how many friends you have, how many followers you have. Your group have 5,000 people, 10,000, whatever that is. I actually don't care more about if I touch someone in a meaningful way, virtually, of course, and that maybe that shift them a little bit and they take a different course of action. And I can't even share about all the breakthroughs that I've had with my coaching clients, because I would be coaching somebody who is already very successful, and that person had a breakthrough and made a different decision, and sometimes jumpstart a whole new other business, or made a big difference in the amount of collection of the amount of money, or the influence in the community. And so not everything is measured by number, and so I want you to measure 2019 your achievement sometimes with just how good you feel, how much good you've done, and how good you feel. Now going on to 2020, I want to get you to be a little bit more ambitious, and I want you to think, well, how can I beat my record, right? How can I do than what I've done last year? It's not how can I do better comparing to that other dentist down the street, or maybe another consultant, or how many more stays on. Not like that. How can I do better from what I've done? When I'm making my next presentation, which is going to be in January in Jamaica, how can that presentation be better than the last one I did? So the last major one I did was in August, my own event, my own Action to Win event. So this one, where I'm going to be doing a 1-hour presentation in Jamaica, how can I make that better? I mean, it's a shorter amount of time, but how can I make that greater impact? And then my next Action to Win event in Houston, well, how can I make that one be better than the last August one? And just the sheer number of people who are coming, and the people and the speakers who are coming to support me and to collaborate with me, that is already making it a better event. Not by number, but because there's going to be more value in different ways, right? I don't want to say one event is better than the other. Each of my events is actually different. Even my keynote is a little bit different, and I always give different exercises. So each of the event is different. Every time you go, you get exposed to something new. You get to learn something new. You get to meet new people. You get to meet new experts. Sometimes that is your ambition. How many more people can you meet? The people who can help you get to the next level. Because I'm sure you've heard of the saying, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. And if you want to go far, go with other people. And I've always been very blessed, because I always try to go with other people. Even when I went all the way to Australia, I try to make sure one of my friends, and Dr. Maureen Hayes, would go along with me. And then when I got there, I make sure that I would meet up with my friend that I have met before when we were in Costa Rica. I reach out to her, Marie Curie Moore, and I say, hey, we need to meet up. So I make sure that I'm not alone. Why? Because I can do stuff by myself, but why, right? It's more fun to do it with other people. You're going to get better results with people who are smarter than you, and you're going to do things faster. You're always going to be learning and doing things faster. So that's my challenge for you, to be more ambitious, to beat your last record, to do better next year than this year for yourself with your own record. Doesn't have anything to do with money. Maybe you're just going to get better satisfaction. Maybe you're going to do things faster. Maybe you're going to spend more time with your kids. Maybe you're going to invest in something new where you can give better service to your clients or your patients. So set up that ambition, right? If you're not ambitious enough, here I am challenging you to be more ambitious, and not to compare yourself with other people, to compare yourself with yourself. Because it's always about being the best version of yourself in the high performance journey. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go home, catch up with my kids. We're all going to drive to Riverside, which is about an hour, and it probably will take 2.5 hours this afternoon to hang out with the extended family and and it's gonna be a potluck. So I'm not even sure what I'm bringing because I think my kids are deciding that. But it's the time to make no plan, right? You're getting together with the family. You're making no plan. You're just gonna go with the flow. And come January 2nd, going back to work, there's gonna be planning. There's gonna be intention. There's gonna be things that you tell yourself, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna make a different decision. I'm gonna change structure. I'm gonna maybe take a different path. Maybe I get a coach or a mentor to help me to accelerate this. All of that, make those decisions, because you don't have to wait until the first of the year to change. You don't have to wait until the first of the year to do something new. You can do it every day. Why? Because you're in charge. You're the boss. You're the CEO of your life. Like my mentor, Sharon Lecter, always say, you are the CEO. You don't wait for other people to allow you, to let you do certain things. You make that choice. Even if you're working for someone, you can still make the choice. You make the choice to be your best. You make the choice to step up, so maybe you're going to get a promotion. If you're running your own business, you make your choice to expand business. You make the choice to consolidate business. You make the choice to go globally. You make the choice to stay locally. All of that, you're making the decision. Nobody has to tell you anything. You can do that all by yourself. So make that decision. Be more ambitious for 2020. Be more ambitious for yourself. A better life for your family. So maybe you can go and enjoy more vacation. You can travel more. Whatever you want to do, just do that. Just be more ambitious. And I know sometimes being more ambitious will take more courage. And in order to be more courageous, sometimes you have to go through a process. You have to work with yourself about some of your own issues. And I'm here if you need help. I post a couple of links along with this Facebook Live. It is my online courses. My newest one is how to write a book in 14 days, which basically will help you jumpstart on writing a book, whether you actually do that in 14 days, depending on how much content you have, obviously. And the link to my different seminars, different events. We're gonna do symposium. We're gonna do masterminds, where we get together, smaller group, maybe 20 people, and we're gonna be rotating, doing hot seat, and each person will get tremendous value out of the meeting. So all of that is coming up in 2020. For now, please relax, cheers, go drink. I'm not drinking, so I'm gonna just drink water or Sprite. Eat, enjoy it with your family, spend the time to relax, take care of yourself. Tomorrow, we personally are gonna watch a parade on TV, and then we're gonna go look at the floats live along Sierra Madre Boulevard in Pasadena. I'm just lucky because I live real close by. And whatever you do, make it a great day tomorrow and make it a great year. And I will see you very soon in the next decade, next year, 2020. Happy New Year, everyone.